Hi guys! If you want to learn how to do a baddie makeup look, stay tuned and watch this video, and you can even come along and do your makeup with me, okay? This is girl time. Today I'm going to be giving you the Megan Scott baddie makeup tutorial, okay? Okay, just letting you know right off the bat, this is not the clean girl aesthetic. This is not no makeup. This is a full face of makeup, basically. Stay tuned to see how I get my face looking like this to this. I feel like I've mastered this look just because during the winter, I get bad acne, as you could see here. I have like this big pimple here that came up overnight, and then I have acne scarring. I never really found myself doing the clean girl makeup look because I like my face to be matte. I don't like the whole dewy situation. I feel like I just look oily. Once in a while, I try it out and I see if I like it, and then I don't like it. It creases, wipes off easier. I personally don't like it. A matte base looks so flawless and you look like you have no pores. I also have like discoloration in my face, like over here is dark and then in the center it's kind of brighter, but then under my eyes it's dark again, and my forehead is just darker than the rest of my face, period. So I really just like to do my whole full face, and I don't feel bad about it. So what that I'm doing a full face of makeup? I still look pretty without makeup, especially in the summer. I think in winter I just struggle because of my acne showing and my acne scars. So yeah. First things first is skincare. I did wash my face earlier, but I didn't put any product onto it. I go in with this Murad Vitamin C Environmental Shield. I've been absolutely in love with this recently. I feel like it really helps to brighten my face and kind of give me tightness. And make sure you wash your hands before getting started with your makeup. Very important. I kind of let that sit on my face for a little bit. I don't go right in with something else. Kind of wait like 2 to 3 minutes to let it really sink and settle in. I'm doing my makeup because I have quite a few things to do today. I have a lot of things to film specifically. So I was like,
might as well make a YouTube video.
For moisturizer, I'm just going in with my good old Pond's. I used to use the Dr. Jart Ceramidin, but I stopped using it before my makeup because it actually pills on my face now. I don't know why, but that's a no bueno. Pond's has just been my OG for forever. I try to keep my skincare pretty simple because I've found that if I use a bunch of products, it actually breaks me out. I know like there's a whole purging thing, but it's not even that. It just breaks me out. I found that my skin is actually clearer when I just stick to face wash, exfoliator, and moisturizer. Again, I'm gonna kind of let that soak into my face a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go dampen my beauty blender. I use the beauty blenders from Wet n Wild. These are my favorite beauty blenders ever. I just think that they're absolutely perfect, and for the price, like, you can't beat it. I honestly prefer this over the actual beauty blender. Also, a part of my skincare is Vaseline. I always put some Vaseline on my lips before starting my makeup so that my lips aren't dry. Now we're actually in the makeup part. First, I go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is my favorite primer, if you couldn't tell. I've gone through 2 bottles of this already and I really love it, and I think it does make a difference in my makeup. I feel like with other primers I never really notice a difference, but I really like how this one helps my makeup sit. I start off with brows, so I go in with the NYX brow glue. I just restocked on this as well. This is also my 3rd bottle of this. I brush the spoolie back and forth through my brows, and then I kind of wait a couple seconds. I know it's really weird. I start to brush them up into the shape that I want. I love my brows where they're at right now, actually. I looked back at my videos of my brows from a couple of months ago. I actually think that it made my face look terrible. My brows now really make my face, and I think that the like thinner brow looks better on me because before my brows were just not groomed and bushy and not it. After I put gel in my eyebrows, I go in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I use the shade Light Beige. I love this concealer. It's my favorite. This is my second bottle. And then I take a flat brush like this, get some product on there. I carve underneath my brow. And I kind of take the rest of the concealer onto my eyelid. I also carve out the top of my brow. See, but like with my brow journey, that's why I think it's so important to try new things. Was I scared to thin out my brows and make a different shape out of them than they originally were? Yes. But did I do it? Yes. Did I end up loving it? Yes. So don't be scared to try new things. If it looks bad, it looks bad. They'll grow out. It's not gonna be that way forever. Like even with your makeup, I literally tried Tara Yumi's makeup look because I had gotten a few comments saying that I looked like her a little bit, and I was like, that'd be a fun little video idea to try out her makeup. And it actually went kind of viral, and people were like, oh, just be yourself, like why are you copying someone else? First of all, it's not that deep, and second of all, I think it's so important to try out new things, new methods, new techniques. You are never going to go anywhere with the mindset of I have to be only myself and I have to stick to only what I do. I have to make it myself, because no, that's not how it works. You learn off of other people. Are you gonna fully do what someone else is doing? Probably not. You're probably gonna pick up little things that they do and incorporate it into what you do. Hi guys, I'm editing this video right now. I don't know why I worded this so weird. Here's me trying to explain this in a little bit of a better way. I think what I'm trying to say is that 98% of the time, nothing you do is going to be original, and you're constantly learning off of other people. And of course, be true to yourself. Don't go out and copy someone else's whole personality, but everyone is inspired by something and somebody, so don't be afraid to try new things, because it's like us as a community, we're all learning off of each other, no matter what. Now moving on, I also use the concealer. I kind of use this concealer like a foundation. This is the brush that I use to blend it out. I really love using brushes. I've noticed that it just makes my makeup look a lot better, and it doesn't soak up as much product as the Beauty Blender does, so it's not wasting a lot of product. I really just blend that in all over. I don't usually put any concealer on my forehead other than the concealer that I use to carve out my brows. So I'll kind of just dapple onto my forehead to make sure all of that concealer is blended out. And I try to be extra careful around my brows just so that they don't get any concealer on them, but half of the time it never works out and I always have to like go over it with something. Now that my face is all the same color, that's really why I do a full face usually, because my face is just very discolored. I have discoloration, I think is the proper way to say it. My face is now even, but I actually don't like it to be 100% even. I like to go in with a brighter concealer. This one is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. These ones are really good. I actually really like these concealers for if you want to do natural makeup. Like in the summer, I use this because it's actually really light and I just use it under my eyes because in the summer my skin is usually clear. This is a way lighter shade, if you can't tell. It's in the shade 5 Ivory. I only use this underneath my eyes. I just want that like brighter look, and I have eye bags, so I think this helps me a little bit. I also just put a little bit right there. Now for my concealer, I use this brush. I start above my lip and I kind of blend it up into my nose area just because I want the center of my face to be brighter. And then I go underneath my eyes and I just kind of like dap that in. I'm not swirling, I'm just tapping. Bring it up into my eyelid with whatever is left on the brush. And I'll do the same on the other side. After concealer, I go in with a loose setting powder. This one is Pound Cake from Huda Beauty. Love this powder. I really think it's worth the money, honestly. But if you want a cheaper powder, I also use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I use shade 10. I take this powder puff and I just dip it into the lid. Now is the step where I will take my Beauty Blender and I'll kind of just go over my makeup. I feel like this helps my makeup look a little bit more natural and less cakey. My makeup doesn't look cakey if I don't do this step, but I think it just helps it look more natural. Then before I set my face, I make sure that there's absolutely no creasing. And then I take my Beauty Puff, I go directly underneath the eye. And you could tell like already just how much that blurred and set underneath the eye. It looks flawless. I work in sections with this. I make sure everything's blended out and then I go in with the powder. I also do one side of my face first and then I go in and do the other side. Also setting my eyelid. This part, just try to be extra careful so that it doesn't get on the brows, but I'm really setting everything because I put concealer on everything. I used to not put any product on my forehead, but eventually I started doing it. I think I actually got bullied into doing it. People on my TikTok would call me out on it, and eventually I just started doing it, but now I feel like my forehead breaks out more. Next is bronzer. I usually use this Physicians All-Star palette. I use this shade. If you can't tell, I really like it. I'm gonna use this one today, but when I don't feel like wasting this one, since I barely have any, I use this Ulta contour kit. I usually use this shade mixed with this shade and then sometimes this shade. For bronzer, I use this brush. It's literally so janky, it falls off the thing. It still works. And then I swirl it around in my little bronzer. And I hit the shadows of my cheeks. I like to do this in natural sunlight because I feel like you can actually go kind of crazy with bronzer or contour, and sometimes it will not look good and it could be kind of hard to blend out. So I like doing it in natural lighting just so I can make sure that it's gonna look good in all lighting. And then on my forehead, I kind of just go like this. I also go on the tip of my nose. I kind of pinch my brush to go like this, and then I swipe side to side, and then I kind of go up and down, but not like to here, just kind of like there. I also brush my chin like right here. After bronzer, I set my face. This is a great setting spray. I've also gone through so many bottles of this. I've been using this ever since it came out. The green bottle specifically, I don't like any of the other ones. I have the dewy one, don't like it. This green one, chef's kiss. And this one has a really fine mist, so I put it closer to my face. Now is the time where I'll take a tissue, I'll wipe off any concealer that's on my lips. I hate when the concealer is on my lips. I know that some people actually put concealer on their lips before doing like lip liner and stuff. Not me. All right, let's talk blush. I've been obsessed with this Milani Baked Blush. This one is in shade Luminoso. It's a beautiful shade and it has some shimmer, so it gives you a nice highlight on the cheek, but it hasn't been my favorite as of recently. I don't think that this shade personally gives me vibrance. I have been using this Passion Session from Wet n Wild. It's this really pretty, also illuminated blush, and it's a peachy shade, which I love peachy shades. I feel like they complement my skin tone a lot. I do have this Roxy palette, and this is just a holy grail. I accidentally broke two of the blushes, but I really like this color, and I mix it with this color, and I feel like it kind of gives those two vibes that I just showed you. This is the type of brush that I use for blush. Going in with that peachy shade, and then right after I'm hitting this shade, tapping the excess, and then first I tap, put it at the high points, and then I start to swipe, or not swipe, like blend in circular motions. And then again, this is something that I like to do in the natural sunlight because it's very easy to get carried away with blush. I love the shade that those two blushes make, and it gives me like that subtle glow. I really like to blush the tip of my nose. I know some people don't like it and they think that it makes you look like you're sick, but I personally think that it's adorable. I put just a little bit of blush on my chin. Right, now time for my favorite part, which is eyeliner. I use this Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Skinny Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. Honestly, I don't think I would buy any other eyeliner just because these are so inexpensive and they work perfectly. So I don't really see myself purchasing any other eyeliner because what's the point if I have this, which is literally $5 and does the job so good. They also just recently came out with this skinny one and it's just a skinnier felt tip, so it's easier to do the eyeliner. I don't really know how to teach you guys how to do eyeliner. You kind of have to watch because I will mess it up. Here's the eyeliner. It looks a little bit different than what I usually do, but I think it's cute. I'm not gonna let my eyeliner be the reason why I cried today, so we're gonna move on. After eyeliner, I curl my eyelashes, and I kind of have this weird method. I curl them at the base and then I kind of bring them halfway up and then I curl again and I just pulse. And then I go again at the base and pulse again. And this just helps me because my eyelashes are super straight. Like I have the straightest eyelashes. For mascara, if you want your lashes to stay on all day and want them to be really long, I suggest the L'Oreal Waterproof Telescopic. That one is probably my all-time favorite mascara, but it does rip my eyelashes out because it is so hard to take off. And I currently don't have it right now because I accidentally threw away my brand new one. Yeah. So recently I've been using this e.l.f. Lash and Roll. This mascara is the only mascara that's not waterproof and actually has held up my lashes pretty well. I also really like the wand. These are my favorite type of wands because they help curl my lashes. Recently I've also been putting mascara on my bottom lashes, but just like the outer corner and kind of pointing it this way. I'm waiting for my mascara to fully dry so that I could go ahead and scrape off anything that I got on my eyelids or underneath. But in the meantime, I'm going to do my lips. This is NYX Nude Truffle Lip Liner. And I don't really overline, I kind of just line what's already there. Now that that mascara has dried down a little bit, I'm going to go onto my eyelids with a spoolie and just scrape off whatever mascara got onto my eyelid. Now I'm taking the One Size powder. This one is the pink one, and I have it mixed in with a little bit of the Huda Beauty just so that it's a little bit of a lighter pink because the actual pink is too bright for me. But I use that to bake under my eyes. I actually normally do this before eyeliner and mascara, but I just forgot. And then after that, I will touch up a little bit with my blush. For lip gloss, I use this Glow Reviver lip oil from e.l.f. It's the shade Jam Session. See, one thing about me is I'm not too fond over high-end expensive makeup because honestly, you can just get it for a fraction of the price, and sometimes the quality is even better. Don't get me wrong, for some things like my setting powders, I think that yeah, it's nice to splurge on once in a while, but it's not really necessary all the time. I'd rather have my money going into savings or invest into other things rather than expensive makeup. I'm feeling fun today, so I think I'm gonna add some highlighter. For highlighter, I go in with this Thirsty palette from Jeffree Star, and I actually use these two shades. I use a little brush like this. This one's from Morphe. I still don't know if I like silver or gold. I'm going into my brow bone, tip of my nose, down the middle, a little bit on my inner corners. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab it on my finger, brush it on my cheeks because I don't want it to be too much. And I use more of the gold for my cheeks because I feel like the silver can look really crazy and also create that like ugly shadow. Glitter on the face is so cute. My best friend actually made me love glitter on the face. I always saw her wear it and then I was like, maybe I should start wearing highlighter again. All right, I'm gonna set the face one last time. Setting the face, I feel like just makes everything look a little bit more natural and blend together an extra bit. The last and final step is I'm gonna put some white eyeliner into my waterline. I don't always do this, but I feel like it does kind of make a difference. And I like how it looks with the highlighter. Usually if I do the highlighter, I'll do this white line because it makes my eyes pop. I use this really old eyeliner from Rimmel. Alright guys, that is the end of the Megan Scott Baddie makeup tutorial. Let me know if you guys tried this out and if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share with a friend if you want to. And of course, follow me on all of my social medias. I'll have them linked in the description box. But I love you guys so much and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye! Hi guys, I am back from work and I just wanted to show you guys my makeup after having it on for literally, what, like 10 hours? Of course, I have some creasing. Water was also splashing onto my face when I was doing dishes, so there's some spots that are not as beautiful. I still look gorgina. Like, honestly, if I had to be somewhere after work and my makeup was done like this, slip on some powder underneath the eyes, redo my lips, curl my lashes, I'm good. I think it's time to take off my makeup now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.